everybody. I hope your day is off to a great start. I am here to teach you your third perimeter lesson. So today we will quickly review what we learned last week, and then we will move on to the new lesson for today. So last week we began learning about perimeter, and to refresh your minds, perimeter means the distance around a shape. When I know what each of the sides equal, I can add them together to find the perimeter. In this shape, I can see that the sides equal 1, 2, 1, and 2. So when I add those four numbers together, I get 6 inches. So 6 is the perimeter, or the distance around this shape. We also learned last week how to count the perimeter using units. So remember, 1 square equaled 1 unit. So I started at one corner and I just counted each unit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So then that told me that the perimeter of this shape was 12 centimeters. So those are the two ways we learned how to find the perimeter last week. And then today we are going to learn how to find the perimeter when you are not given all the links to every side. So when you look at this shape, the question is, what is the perimeter? And you might have noticed that you are missing a few links. So I want to point out to you the length of this side. You are given this length. It is 8 meters. Now if you look at the length, or the side that is parallel to that side, you will notice that it is the same length. So then that tells us that this side is also 8 meters. Same thing for this side. We know that this side is 4 meters, but if we go over to the parallel side, that is the same length, we know that this is also 4 meters. And now that I have all the sides, all the links to every side, I can add them together to find the perimeter. Once I add all those numbers together, it equals 24 meters. And 24 would be the total distance around this shape. Okay. So same thing with this triangle. When you look at this shape, you can see that you are given the length of 2 sides and that you are missing the length of one side. So what you have to focus on is the sides that you know. So this side, I know equals 7 centimeters. And this bottom, I know equals 5 centimeters. If I look at this side, I can tell it is equal to the side that has 7 centimeters. And now that I know all the links to every side, I can add them together. Once I add those together, it is 19 centimeters, which is the distance around that triangle. Okay, so now we have a square. And when you're looking at this square, we are only given the length to one side. But if you remember about squares, is that every side in a square is equal. So therefore we know that every side is going to be 9. And now that I have all the links to every side, I can add those together. That's going to equal 36 millimeters. Okay, once again, I have unknown sides. I don't know the length to every side, but when I look at this length that I do know, 5 meters, and I look at the line that runs parallel to it, I know that they are the same length, so I know that's 5 meters. Same thing when I look at the side that I know that is 8 meters. If I come to this side, I know they're the same thing. Now that I have every length to a side, I can add them together. And then that equals 26 meters, which is the distance around the shape. Okay, our last problem. The big thing is to focus on what you do know. So I noticed this side has a length of 7. I do not know the length of this side, but I can tell that it's the same as the one labeled 7. So that's 7 centimeters. This side is given to us as 3 centimeters. So I know that this side over here is also going to be 3 centimeters. And then lastly, these corner pieces are labeled as 1 centimeter. So I know the corner pieces on the other side will also be 1 centimeter. So when I add all those numbers up, that's going to equal 24 centimeters. Remember, the 24 centimeters is the total distance around the shape or the perimeter of the shape. And so that is how you find the perimeter of a shape when you do not know all the side lengths. Look for the lengths and sides that you do know to find the unknown sides with the same